Going live. I hit the button, so
Okay.
with my
You
bleeding
are
finger.
already on Spotlight. I pushed the button.
I saw that. Thank you.
All right. I'll turn my video off because it's not much point having that on.
You know, the echo drive you crazy. Well, I'm already crazy, so.
Which
Crazy.
echo?
Hey, it's the Chloe Sanctuary Live. Cockatude. Cockatoos with attitude. And we got one with attitude. Where is she? This one over here got territorial, apparently, because Romeo was sitting on my shoulder. So I'm holding the phone with a bleeding finger. She just hauled off and bit my finger, didn't you, Lorelai? And then she's looking at me like, what am I supposed to do? If I get a call, everybody, just in case, if I get a call from the lender or the realtor, I may have to pick it up. So,
Oh, in that case, me and Amy can entertain the drapes while you're talking.
yeah. Well, until I get back, yeah.
Oh, well, Lisa is here and Michelle is here, so hi to both of you guys.
Hello. Whoops. I love it when I do that. There we go. Come back. The fingers don't work. At least the fingers, she had to do my index finger too, which is kind of an important one on out here. What are you
That's
looking
your phone
like that
finger.
for? Yeah, it is. You big silly. And then she's staying away because she knows she's in the penalty box, but gesundheit.
And Falcon Sue is here as well, so hello, Falcon Sue.
Hello, Sue. Yeah, this one here crawled up next to he was on my shoulder for about 20 minutes, and then she just hauled off and bit me. So I'm pretty sure it's because he was up there. But now he's sitting up there looking paranoid. He was calm, and he was really, I calmed him down quite a bit. He was just kind of curled up around my neck, and then she did that. She's good at planning things, though. No, you're not going to come in my lap right now. Nope. Cause is going to sit here for a while. That look. What did I do? What did I do? Laurel, I see. No, I'm not going to have you come over. I'm showing you what you did. You bit my finger. You bit my finger. Sal says, get out of here. You're causing trouble. Get out of here, kid. You bothering me. Well, I got some news. I'm sure people will come in, but right now we're putting in a bid on a house. So we're making an offer on a place there. We're not sure that the funding is going to come through yet, though. I mean, it's lining up, but there could be something that'll cause it to fail. So we can't get too excited. But if everything works out, we'd be in a new place in Nevada by the 8th of February. That would be the latest, but that all depends on funding. So whether or not we get approved for the loan. Right, Lorelai?
Oh, well, there was a question from Lisa, and she says, is Cecil in this live? And I said, I think that he's inside at the moment because I believe it's the girls who are out right now.
Yeah.
So when is the switchover?
Well, the switchover should be about 1:30, honestly, but I'll probably make it 1 o'clock. I'll probably do it at 1 o'clock. I had to get out here a little. There's reasons I can't get into that I had to come out here a little later. Not just that it's a little cold, but just that there's a particularly important reason that I get out here a little later right now. So otherwise, I probably would have already done the switch and come out earlier, but.
Look at Lorelai marching around.
And it's funny with dealing with the realtor last night. It took about 45 minutes to go through I don't know, about 40 pages online, and she explained every single clause of the contract. And then it took about 5 minutes to sign it because you use DocuSign and it's like click, 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 and you're done.
Well, it's
And you're
good that she went through everything with you.
I think it's a requirement, but she was good about it, you know. And my funny comment was they were reading all the pests because that's a list, all the kinds of pests that they have in Nevada. And she's going through the list, and I said, "Well, there's something missing here." And she says, "Well, what do you mean something's missing?" I said, "I don't see mosquitoes on the list." And she goes, "Oh no, we don't have those." I said, "Isn't that nice?" Yeah, they don't have mosquitoes there. I hate mosquitoes. They love me though. Little vampires. Lorelei, those are my shoes. You don't. You're not running on a full tank today, are you, kid? Are you missing a card in your deck or what? This is the kind of strutting behavior you see in birds when it's mating season and they're being especially territorial. That's something to watch out for. You don't need to get into a fight. No, we're not doing that. Come here. No, come here. You're not going to get into a fight with her. No. No.
Of course, he's nodding her head. She's like, fight.
Yeah, that's exactly where she was headed. Right into a fight.
He's like, oh, goody, fight.
Yeah, the last fight, we still have a little hole we have plugged in your beak, so we're not going to get you into any more fights. Although I think you'd probably win against Lorelei.
Hello, Cosmo.
Lorelei's more the bite and run type of bird. And she's pacing now because she knows what Cos was trying to do to her, but she doesn't have the courage to get any closer.
It's Killer Cosmo and Pugilist Pippa.
Now that video I put up today is from episode 70. It's just a clip, but I gotta take this call, folks.
Okay. Well, Anne-Marie and I will entertain. So, how's everyone's Christmas been going? I can tell you what I've been doing. I've been playing Scrabble, and we played 4 or 5 rounds, and for one of those rounds, I did not come last. So that was a personal victory for me. So if anyone wants to let us know in the chat what they've been up to, then that would be awesome. Because I bet everyone has their own family traditions, and Scrabble is one of ours. And for years and years, I've always come dead last. And even my Norwegian husband is better at Scrabble than me, even though I actually speak English as a native language and he doesn't. He still beats me.
Well, I got today my a late Christmas gift from my brother. He ordered me a peachy pillow, and it has arrived today. So I will probably send a photo tomorrow to Don, so maybe he posts it. But I was surprised by the good print quality. It really looks amazing, and now I was just admiring my own peachy pillow, and it really gets a nice spot in my apartment.
So with the peachy pillow, did they send the actual pillow in it, or is it just the cover and you buy your own cushion inside?
It's a cover and a pillow. Yeah, and it was already made on the pillow. So my brother said he just had to close the zipper and then it was done. It is available in different sizes. I got the size of the usual couch cushion is. So yeah, for me it has the perfect size. So I need to be careful I don't too much cuddle with it.
Yeah, I haven't actually bought anything from the merch yet, but I'm probably going to go wild once I get my bonus payment, which I'm apparently meant to get. Then I'm going to go crazy and buying all the stuff from the Chloe Sanctuary merch shop. So it's very exciting. I think a peachy pillow might be on my list.
Yeah, because it has the peachy with her adorable. I got the one where she looks like she's super smiling in front of that flower bush, and and now I have a smiling peach, which is really encouraging.
Yeah, she has such a smiley face, didn't she? Always
Yeah,
fills you with
and
joy.
I have some merch from the old shop, but I think that's my first item I have with peach on it, so that makes me pretty proud.
Mm. Oh, and Michelle says that she's spoken to her counsellor about organising something, so fingers crossed. So I think that must mean a fundraising something. So thank you, Michelle. That's very kind. Let's hope he comes up trumps.
Yeah, that's really nice of you, Michelle. You're trying so hard to help us. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And GTH says, sorry, Don, you're back.
That's okay. I was just gonna say that I'm probably gonna get another call in a minute. So I'll just run video until that happens. So
okay, that's fine.
All right. So let's see. GTH says something about your Scrabble, Eleanor, that I interpreted like you were doing World Championship because you're already so good with words, then your competitors have to be
well,
giants.
It's my mum and dad, my older brother who plays for the county, and my husband. So I mean, compared to that lot, I'm rubbish. But thank you for the compliment. That's very sweet of you.
And it looks like GTH has a sugar pillow. I think, I was thinking about getting the sugar pillow too, because she has that adorable look like, so get up and do something.
Yeah, I'd love to cuddle with the sugar pillow.
Yeah, the sugar, she has such sweet looks. She can look pretty serious. Drill Sergeant Sugar tells you what to do. And Lisa had a nice Christmas, obviously, with her daughter and her 4 wonderful grandchildren. Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, and they rescued a dog, an all-white bully pit bull called Lola. Oh, that's wonderful. But a new doggy.
Yeah. Well,
and a new microwave.
I wonder if Rico then will become a cockatoo too.
Cockatoo too.
Yeah, because I think when cockatoos hear a dog bark, they always like, yeah, that's a sound that gets attention. Woof, woof, woof.
I think it's the kind of sound that they can copy really easily as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just comes naturally.
Oh, look at that shaggy bird. She says, yeah, GTH, you have chosen the right pillow.
Although I think a sugar pillow is the closest we'll get to actually cuddling Sugar, because she's not the cuddly type.
Yeah, I think I have to add some other motives of Sugar.
Oh, so Rico says meow.
Oh, that's also really sweet when cockatoos say meow. I know there are 2 kinds of cockatoos, the one who meow and the one who bark. So it's like it's with there are dog peoples and cat people. It's like there are cockatoos and cat parrots.
Well, I've never met a cockatoo that makes the sound of a goldfish, like blub 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 blub.
No, but I think you probably could teach it. Maybe not a cockatoo, but properly every African grey.
Yeah, because they can make the sound of running kitchen taps and things like that. Blub blub blub,
yeah.
blub 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 blub.
You never know then if your microwave is beeping or if just the cockatoo is bored or the African grey is bored.
Yeah. Ding.
Yeah,
Looks
Michelle,
like Jasmine
we have
is
also that it
over.
goes through.
Looks like Jasmine is peering over, so she wants in on on the betting action.
Yeah, I think I see the whole Moluccan Mafia.
Oh yeah, the salamander as well.
Oh, I got to take this call.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Don's in demand
Amazons are
today.
good talker too.
Mm.
They seem to me a little bit more stubborn. So
Yeah, Marley made some nice noises, didn't he? He kind of made the sounds that of other birds. He kind of
yeah,
made similar sounds to the outside birds.
Oh,
yeah, he was interpreting that. That was real nice.
OGTH says, better change your smoke detector batteries regularly. Don't want the bird learning that beep. Well, Peaches learnt that sound and it was adorable. Or we assume it's a smoke detector sound. That's what it seems to be.
Yeah, I really wonder where she got that sound from. What inspired her to do that? Because it's really amazing. No one else did it before.
Yeah, I think she must have been in a house where it went off, and then all the humans leapt up to and ran over to try and turn it off, and then she thought, oh yeah, that gets the humans moving.
I can imagine that, yeah. Because Peaches has had probably always that superstar attitude.
I think so.
Wanted everyone to understand that she is a superstar.
Can't imagine who had her and didn't get her. But apparently in her previous homes she wasn't as appreciated as she was with Don.
No. I think they only thought she is a loud, picky bird, and well, she is maybe picky, but it was about her handicap, and it's not her fault that she had it. So
yeah.
But I think most of the birds in the sanctuary had the same past in their former homes, that the people just didn't understand how. Yeah.
And Pippa's former owners just didn't realize that her and Steve have a special relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she and Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle says she likes playing Monopoly at Christmas. That's what I do with my brother and my family sometimes, especially at Christmas. And it always is kind of hilarious because, I don't know, the plot twists in between, and sometimes we have fancy new rules.
Yeah, I've not played Monopoly in a long time.
When you make the whole super capitalism version and you even can buy the present and make a lot of money in it.
I know, these days it seems a bit too on the nose, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the game was invented as critic on capitalism, but I think it's too harmless nowadays. So.
Yeah. Oh well, so GTH says squeaky machinery too, finding thin metal grocery carts and so on. Yeah, that kind of noise. Once you've heard it, you can't unhear it. And if you have a cockatoo, you'll hear it many times, forever probably.
Oh, Falcons mentions just the short Don has posted with Pippa flying into Steve.
Oh yeah. When they get set up in their new house, I'm gonna find a really nice picture of Steve and frame it and send it to them to put on the wall where Pippa can see it. That can be their housewarming gift.
Yeah, she will get a super large Steve poster when they are finally in the new home, which she can then admire every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, really push your thumb for that house. So that would be a wonderful place for the sanctuary. Don has fun out there.
Like and subscribe right now so Pippa can have a new Steve poster in a nice new house.
Yeah, exactly.
And in GTH42 says they need a few squares for healthcare, I guess, in Monopoly. I mean, luckily over here we don't have that problem, but I know a lot of countries do. So, yikes.
Yeah, actually, my brother has the old a special version, which is soccer world championship version from then when it was in Germany. So we it's not really the super, or it is from Monopoly, but it's always the special, and there are a lot of others, so we could buy one with, which is basically playing in our local town. And so I like these specials.
Mm.
And there's also another game which is, yeah, how is it called? Where you can basically play your whole life, and at the end, when you have luck, then you have a lot of children and good education, and in a really, really huge house. And when you have poor luck, then you don't just get the right job and everything. So you have that tiny cast. Do you know that game?
I'm not sure I do. I mean,
I think it's in German. When I just translated word by word, it would call Game of Life.
maybe I can look that one up actually. I think
And then,
Germans
of
are very
course,
into board
Cluedo
games,
and such kind of games, which are just who was the murderer. I like that one.
Oh yeah, the Game of Life board game from Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. No, I've never played that. I think Germany has a particular culture for board games though. I think more than we do.
Yeah, we have a lot of them, and they're coming new ones out every year. So, but there are some classics like Mensch, ärgere dich nicht. I don't know, has it another name in England?
What is it?
Mensch, ärgere dich nicht. Let's
Mensch,
see.
ärgere dich nicht. Man, don't get angry.
Das of Ludo. They say the official English name for the game is Ludo.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
And if you just put it into into Google Translator, then it comes out, "Man, don't fret."
Oh. I guess that's the same as "man, don't get angry," I suppose.
Oh, Lisa, a question for me. If I have never met Don and his vlog in person, because I'm in Germany and he is over in the States, and I've never been in the States so far. So we talk to him always over video.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, I'm in Scotland and he's in the States. I have been to the US, but not to California. I have friends in Alabama, so I've been there.
Yeah, my goal is once, of course, to meet all these fabulous birds and Don in person. But at the moment, I do it all from here, from my home.
Although if we ever do get over there and get to meet Don in person, we can't hug him or we'll get savaged by territorial cockatoos.
That's the thing. I think we just could stay, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 meters away from the fence and wave over and say, "Hi, Don." And then we would already see angry Sugar completely fluffing up and Pippa doing her evil sound. So
and Killer Cosmo going into attack helicopter mode.
Yeah, and Babalu is also not really happy. He likes new people, but he doesn't like them in his territory. So Don would probably need to come out with him. Yeah, the Babalu Bob is really protective over his daddy.
Yeah, it's too bad we'll never get to meet the peach. That would have been amazing to meet Peaches and hug her. Oh, that's a good idea. Don would need a visiting room. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Can have neutral territory where people can come in and meet him and the birds.
The house we are applying now for has at least enough rooms for all the rooms we had before. So a day room with the cages, a night room with night cages, and a socialization room. And then it would have also rooms for that we could occupy or have some visitors. So, or not visitors, but volunteers, because that what is a problem at the moment, that Don cannot have any volunteers. In the old space, it was possible, but also not perfect. But now it's pretty much impossible. So if he finally would get that into that new house, then volunteers could come in. And Don came back, so.
Yeah,
Excellent.
he's back. We're back. They're just trying to figure out the loan side of this to make sure that it goes through. So.
Well, we've all got our fingers crossed.
It's really hard to type that way, especially after Lorelai's bitten your index finger.
It was a love bite.
Yeah. She didn't love having Roman sit on my shoulder is what I think it was. But Romeo, what are you doing up there, boy?
Oh, I just realized we missed a question from Lisa. She said, how did you get picked to do what you're doing on live? I guess meaning me and Amy. I guess we just kind of hang around enough that we ended up kind of falling into it, I suppose.
You volunteered your services is what it came down to. Yeah, they came forward and wanted to help. You know, it's really hard to do this kind of thing by yourself, and it's great having help. Right?
Yeah, because I first got talking to you because I remember I moved into a new place and I was living on my own for the first time, and then I was like, oh, I need a pet or something, but I wasn't allowed one because I was in a rental. And then I was looking for, I can find a surrogate pet on the internet. And then I came across one of Don's live streams. And then he said, oh, Peaches is sad because her friend who used to phone her can't phone her anymore, so she needs a new friend. So I kind of messaged Don and I said, oh, I can be Peaches' friend, I'll phone her. And so I phoned her up and, we liked each other and I liked Don. So I just kept phoning, and eventually it kind of turned into a, now I sort of volunteer with the sanctuary kind of thing.
That was a great synopsis. I don't think I could do a synopsis on a book I'd read 10 times, though. It's just with all this stuff going on around us. Right, Lorelai?
Yeah, sometimes you don't know whether you found a rope or lost a horse.
Exactly. Yeah, my dad once, they had this old horse where we were living up in the high desert, and my dad took it out one day and it decided it wanted to go back, so it left him on the ground.
Oh.
And the horse comes back, and my dad comes hobbling back, and he was in bed for a couple of days. He never complained. He's one of those people that didn't complain. But I think I'm the same way about pain for that reason, but I just kind of picked it up from him. But I don't remember seeing him ride Bessie after that. That was a friend of mine. It's an Englishman, in fact, a Londoner. Stephen Lloyd, one time, he says, "What are you gonna go horseback riding?" I was like, "I don't know about that." And he's like, "Oh, come on." So we ended up going horseback riding around where he was living, and well, here's a snake, right? And his horse rears up, and mine rears up. I didn't fall; he did, but.
That's always a danger with horses.
Yeah, well, you see a snake, I think most people will rear up a little bit, but I'm not too worried about the rattlers. It's the sidewinders that make me nervous. So. A rattlesnake will try to get away from you or try to let you know, hey, this rattle's telling you go away, right? But a sidewinder looks at you and they go, "Ha, I'm on a toy with you." They know they can't eat you, but they just love to torture big animals. I don't know why that is, but I learned living in the high desert, when you see one of them, you run away and you keep running. You don't look back. You just keep running. Try to get a couple of miles down before you look back. Rattlesnakes, I ran into them quite frequently, but it was just easy. You just back off slowly. Don't move too fast, because if you move fast, they don't know which way you're going and they'll strike at you. And unlike that, most people have heard the story of how baby rattlesnakes will give you their full venom. That's not true. That's totally false. But an adult snake will use its complete inventory of venom on you, because it knows you're big. It knows that a small amount won't work. So it's going to hit you with everything. So a baby can't control it. So it could be a little, it could be a lot. The babies can't really control how much venom they get. Yeah, I was a docent, and I learned this from biologists who came and talked to us. There's a reserve down in San Diego that I worked at for a while. No, we're not going to eat shoes. No. Can't you see that thing's already been chewed on by Cecil so many times? It looks like it has a set of holes there for breathing or something. That's all Cecil's work. All those holes in that shoe are from Cecil.
Maybe she recognizes her boyfriend's handiwork or beak work.
Yeah, she's not quite sure what to think. She still considers him a boyfriend, but she's afraid of him too, because he was tearing her feathers out. It happens in captivity. So, what are you doing, Laurel? Quit wiggling your tail end like you're going to do something. She's getting ready to do something,
She's strutting around. It's very cute.
No, leave it alone. No. Lorelai, no. Stop it. Yeah, she's definitely on another planet today. There's the phase that the females will get in where they vibrate a lot, and then there's this phase where they go around just like, I own everything. Simone was the best at that. She's living in New Jersey now, but the whole place was her territory as far as she was concerned.
Yeah,
and
she had to move to a single cockatoo household.
Yeah, I could have, if I'd taken Dr. Zellick's course in Animal Training 101, I could have fixed it. But I had only had Dr. Friedman's LLA course, which is a great course, but it is not as hands-on as Zellick's. And there were some things I learned there that would have fixed the issue. I mean, right now, Lorelai's being like that. She bit me, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just dealing with her behavior. So.
Yeah, well, you did the best you could at the time, and as far as we know, Simona's doing pretty well where she is.
See, she just went to attack my shoe again. Yeah, she is doing well. I've seen pictures of her. She's doing okay. She's got one of those disorders where sometimes the legs will not work right, and she'll fall off her perch and stuff. But she goes to the vet all the time. I mean, that's one thing about Regina. She if there's even a slight chance that there's something wrong, she takes a Oliver bridge to the vet instantly. She calls up work. I'm not coming in. I'm going to the vet. She's let everybody know.
That's wonderful.
the way it is. Yeah, she's really good with them. So.
Oh, well, A Beautiful Life has joined. So hello, A Beautiful Life. Nice to see you.
Hello. Lorelai would like to bite your index finger if you want to put it out there. Right, Lorelai? Not supposed to tell you.
And Dillsat and Blue Parakeet has joined. So hello to you.
Can you say hello back there? Lorelei, you can say hello, but you never say it. First time she said hello, she was at the Renaissance Fair. And Chloe was getting all the attention because Chloe was saying hello, hello to everybody. So first time she spoke, she went, hello, imitating Chloe perfectly. And then everyone turned and looked at her. Well, that was it. She was saying hello for quite a while. She doesn't do it anymore, though. She won't say hello. Lorelei, say hello. Hello? Hello?
Can all of them say hello?
Maybe. I don't know. I know that Cause has never said it, but that doesn't mean she can't say it. She says hi, cockatoo. Sugar, the only thing I've ever heard her say was hi. That's her. That's her
You
only.
said her name when she came over.
Yeah, her ears work. That's for sure. You never know what they can say. Well, I would have told you that Jasmine didn't speak, but I've heard her. She speaks beautifully. It's impossible to tell it's coming from a parrot, but she just doesn't do it terribly often. She has to be excited and want something, and then she'll do it.
Well, Salamander has a voice like a little girl.
Yeah, he does.
Says, hey, hey. Actually, Bob has a little girl voice as well.
Yep, he's got that voice.
And I think Snowball can also have a really, really high-pitched voice. Hello.
Oh,
Snowball.
he talks. Yep, that's because that's because he talks when he inhales a lot of the time. Sugar, can you wait just a second for me to warm this hand up? Although I'm not sure it's a good idea to warm up the hand with a bleeding finger.
And we have Celine Natalia in chat. Welcome, Celine. And look at that mighty Shug.
Can you say hello, Sugar? You say hi.
Oh, look at her head feathers.
Yeah.
Hi. My baby. Hand's still a little cold, but I'll pet you anyway. I don't want to get any blood on her. It's all dried. Hi, beautiful. The big, beautiful bird.
Oh, so GTH says, I imagine Salamander with a raspy chain smoker voice. Well, you'd be quite wrong there, because I think our Salamander is he's more of a prohibitionist and a temperance movement kind of guy than a chain smoker or a drinker. He's very straight-laced.
No, Manda has a girly voice. Hello.
Makes seal sounds at him, and sometimes he'll do his no, he's not going to now. He's got that look on his face. I'm not going to do it.
I have to look in our clip list, so maybe we find a video with Manda talking high pitch for one of our shorts. Manda.
Because the thing with Manda is before he belonged to the sanctuary, he used to hang out at bars and things with his previous owner, and he didn't really like that kind of life.
Yeah, come up to him with a hoodie on and holding a beer in your hand and see what happens. That's a big beak to have coming at you like a cruise missile. That's what I used to call him. I called him the cruise missile. What? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Oh, you don't like the sounds of those dogs? They don't sound like dogs. They sound like the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Ow, ow.
I like your side shuffle there, kid. Oh, she moved, so now you're over here. Oh, Sugar. Sugar repositioned herself to get petted. Hold on, Shug. I got to pet. Amanda came all the way over here. For him, that's a job. Moving with that twisted pelvis, he isn't the easiest thing. So when he moves, he needs to get some petting for it. Don't you, big guy? He goes, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
We
he can
assume,
move pretty quick if he wants to.
yes,
You
he
wouldn't
can.
imagine that his pelvis looks so really badly when you watch the pictures.
Oh
The
yeah,
X-ray pictures.
the X-rays of his well, you know, when the vet charges you for one X-ray and does 8, there's something really bad going on there. So, a lot of pictures of that, and just can't figure out how it happened. We know it happened early, so it would have happened within
At
within
least
the first
you have
2
an
months of his life.
interested vet in the bird.
Oh yeah, Jenkins is great. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. That's another reason to move to a place where they have avian vets. They're becoming rarer and rarer in the States because it takes a lot of extra work and we don't know enough. So quite frequently people will bring in a bird that's just dying. That's what Dr. Young said. He said he sees birds. He's not an avian vet. He's a zoo. He's got a zoo. What am I trying to say? He worked at the San Diego Zoo for 7 years, and he has the exotics certification. And Dr. Jenkins said he's fine. You can use him for like blood work and anything else. He you know, that's basic. He said, but when it comes to the complicated stuff, you know where to go. Yeah. So I take birds in there, but he said that they're just not seeing anybody who's trying to go for avian certification, let alone exotic, because usually you do the exotic and then you go avian. So you're adding another 5 years to your veterinary practice. I mean, you can be practicing while you're doing it, but still, you know, you work a day and then have to go home and study, and then you got to go do 2 more years of practicals. So.
Oh, there's a question from Dill Exat and Blue Parakeet and says, Sugar is pink on the inside. So I don't know if she's pink inside, but she's certainly pink on the outside, and she's a very pretty pink indeed.
And she's complaining at me again.
Yeah, she looks like cotton candy with beak, but she's a healthy sugar. Just don't eat the sugar, right?
Yeah.
Admire the sugar and pet the beak of the sugar.
But if you get on her bad side, she'll make some very unsweet noises.
Yeah. Or if you approach me, she doesn't like people coming close to me. So, you know, if you're around for a while, I can break her with that. She'll be friendly, you know, to the extent as friendly as she gets with somebody else. But if you walk up, like when we had the news crew out here, she took one look at the lady who's the no, we're not going to fight you two. Lorelei, I'm not sure I want you on my lap. Claus, come here. Up on my shoulder. Come on. Lorelei, no, you're not going to bite my, no. Lorelei. Nut.
And I just saw that Lucy's sitting next to the Shuggy again. Lucy. Because Sugar started now to beg Lucy for being preened.
That's not going to work.
It hasn't yet, but she keeps trying.
Yeah, these pink birds are really insistent.
Look how massive she is compared to Lucy.
Yeah, Sugar is huge.
Yeah.
She's just one tall bird.
I mean, I think Lucy is not small for an umbrella. I think she's about average, but compared to Sugar, she looks tiny.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Shug? Lorelei, be gentle with my fingers. You already bit me once. Big toad. Cause, you be nice now. Don't attack her. Cause is upset with Lorelei because Lorelei bit me. So
Oh, yeah, I understand.
She went after Lorelai. I mean, I stopped her before she really got started, but she was heading out to go after Lorelai after that. So she didn't take it too kindly to anybody hurting me. So unfortunately, I've got too many birds that are mated to me, and I didn't work for that. I was able to keep Salamander from doing it. Jasmine isn't mated to me, but she's a little attached, but not mated to me. Romeo's not mated to me. Sugar is. Lucy is. Cause is. Lorelai isn't, but she considers me part of her property, I think. Part of her territory.
Yeah, your dad.
I'm dad, yep. So she'll protect me, but she'll also bite me. But in the wild, they'll bite each other if they're warning about something. So she might have been warning me about Rome. That might have been what it was, just a little warning. You know, you shouldn't have him on your shoulder. He's not a safe bird to be around.
Maybe Lorelai is just like an angsty teenager, so she'll yell at you and say, "Dad, you're ruining my life," and then still expect you to pick her up from the school disco.
Maybe. She was, when she bit me, it was just about like this. She was just sitting there playing with and then she just hauled off and bit my finger. And I had Rome was up on my neck, and his head was sticking out. And I think that's just what set her off. She just doesn't trust Romeo around me. Because she knows that Rome doesn't actually prefer me. After I gave him that alprazolam dose, that he has not wanted to have much to do with me. I mean, I can get him out if I'm not around other people. If it's just him and I in a room, I can get him out of his cage, or I can get him out of the aviary and take him in. But I've got to work on his beak. The front section of his beak is getting too long, and he's also getting the left portion of his lower beak is rising up at an angle. I got to get him on a perch and start fixing that.
There's a question in chat from Lisa. She wants to know if in the wild the flock has fights.
No, not really. Unless there's a mate issue. And usually that's rather quick. They chase one another away. The only time I've read about, because I haven't been in the wild, I have only what I've read. So you could tell I'm kind of out of it today, but that if there's not enough females, and two males may end up fighting over a female, and that can get bloody. Because when they're protecting their females, they'll go for eyes. But it's pretty bird. Yes, pretty bird. Come here, pretty bird. You want to come over here, pretty bird? Come on. We'll step up. There's a pretty bird. That's my pretty bird.
Yeah, and as GTH says, they can fly away if things get bad, because in the wild they have unlimited space. They're not all cooped up. So if there's a disagreement, they can avoid each other.
Yeah, they haven't seen any of this. Hey, watch yourself, Lorelai. Haven't seen any of this males going after females, to hurt them in the wild. They only see that in captivity. So male mate aggression, or males being aggressive to females, they've only seen it in captivity. And they're in small spaces. You put 20 rats in a small cage and see how many are left the next day. They're not mammals, but so they don't think quite the same way. But they just being cooped up isn't a good thing for them. And that's part of the problem I'm having here, is that back room is just too small, and they don't get out anywhere inside, and they're used to getting out inside. They don't cause a lot of damage. They shoot on a door here and there and that kind of thing. But most of the damage they've done is when I was first starting to work with them there. So setting the limits. But now everybody here kind of knows their limits as far as what they can damage. And if they want something, they'll ask me for it. I need a piece of wood. I need a toy. They'll come over and kind of beg for it. So, or they'll walk over and look like, I can eat this. No, here, take this instead.
I think also looking at I think it's Jim, the guy who has the channel, but he has a channel where he feeds wild cockatoos in Australia, and it seems like they do squabble a lot, but when they squabble, they'll just fly away from each other, and then they come back, and if they squabble again, they fly away again and come back and fly away and come back. So I think cockatoos in the wild are very fit, and they use their wings for everything.
Yeah, it can look kind of scary when they go after each other, even in some of the wild things, but it's more play than anything else, or just a little bit of territoriality coming out. But to see like that video I have that I just put up today where you see Bob, you know, I say, "Oh, Bob, you're being a good bird." And then he immediately goes and attacks. But it wasn't a real attack. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He was just saying, get out of my territory. A lot of people misinterpret that. And they, well, I don't want these birds out in the same room. Well, they could get hurt, but if they have to be stuck in the same room all the time, they're going to be, it's an abusive thing. You know, you're abusing the bird by not letting them out. So then they start showing, you know, signs of psychosis or neurosis, and that's not good. I'm seeing that in the birds in there because of the small space, and there's no way to take them out inside. So. When it was raining for 3 days, I was taking them out and sitting them on my lap, 1 or 2 birds at a time, and spending most of my day in there. You know, I'd feed them, clean their cages, and the rest of the time was just taking a couple of birds out and giving them a half hour at a time. That doesn't really do it, but that's all I could do. Where if we get this place in Nevada, we'll be able to take them into the socialization room, which I'll have it protected against most of their damage, and put things in there that they'd rather chew than chew the walls, that kind of thing. So they'll have a place to go when the weather's bad.
Oh, there's a funny comment from Michelle. She says, if Dr. Jenkins retires, he can move in with Don and help out the sanctuary.
There you go.
He can be your captive vet.
What do you think about that, little girl? Do we need a captive vet? Yeah, like, I don't know if I can get a picture of her beak in there. I'm trying to. Come on, little girl. She's moving her beak around too much. See how that beak is rounded up instead of, it should be concave, instead it's convex. It's standing up. That can't be. That's got to be changed. So I've got to Dremel that down today. And I had that thing curved out the right way just a week ago, and it's completely gone. This is what they did to her so that you won't bite any of our customers. Right, little Luce? Yeah, I know she's playing with her beak because you didn't like it either. You know. We'll get it fixed today.
Oh, she's a pretty little thing.
Yeah, you know, it's only been a week since I checked it. I'm going to start checking her every day. I might have to Dremel her beak every day. That's way too high. She can't close her beak normally, and she can't. She could eat soft food. I don't think she could eat seeds right now, and that's just in 1 week. That's awful.
It's a shame that shame their beaks aren't like hair where you can just drop it off and start again.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. And if, you know, in the wild, they would never have this problem because their beaks would have been right from the beginning. But when you get something like an animal hospital that's using them as an official greeter, and the only thing they care about is whether they're going to get sued, well, behavior like that can make you end up like that one. We had that one veterinarian down in San Diego. Somebody took him out. He was coming out of his car, and they never did find who did it. But I know from fact that a lot of people complained about him, and I even know a couple of people who were the complainers. So apparently he was an avian vet, but he just didn't really care. It was more about the money. His wife is running the thing now as a nonprofit finally, and I understand that there are birds with feather destructive behavior and other problems that are out to be seen, but none of that was visible when he was there. So
Mm.
that's the scuttlebutt I have anyway. Having been in the Navy, I have to use the term scuttlebutt for things that are just hearsay. But people have told me they've gone there and they've seen birds with feather destructive behavior out in the aviaries they have, and that never happened when he was there. So
Yeah, it's good that those birds can get out and enjoy the aviary along with the others.
Sal, I don't know how I would do that. I have Lorelei sitting on my arm. I have Lucy sitting on my, well, almost on my chest. And then I have Cause sitting on my shoulder. And he's looking at me. He's looking at me like he wants to be petted. And then I can't even reach the button to switch. Here we go. And then I have her up there crying. I know, Sal, I can't pet you right now. I would love to, but I can't. Lorelei is sitting on my arm. There she got off my arm. Okay, here we go. I'll pet you, and then I got to pet the. I've got to pet. Hey, don't chew on that. Lorelei. Don't go after my. I've got my little heater in my kangaroo pouch here. And she's trying to, you can't chew on that. That's a lithium ion battery. I'm not going to let you chew on it. It's not that cold out here. Oh, I can't see. Not that cold. Well, it's really exciting that we might get a place, but I'm not counting on it 100%. You know, there's just no way to know. Something could go wrong, so. You hear about it all the time, right? In this country, it's like, oh, I was going for a house and it all fell through. You hear the term fell through quite a lot. So, oops, switch that. There we go. There we go. It's Amander.
Also, there's a couple of questions from people. So GTH42 said, would Lucy use a nail file toy, such as a knife sharp and a stick style?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. My brain probably is on another planet. You said something about
So for Lucy's beak, would she use something that was like a nail file, so to make her beak in better shape? I think that's kind of when they chew wood, that's what's supposed to happen. But I think Lucy's beak is just so messed up she can't fix it herself. She needs Tom to do it with the Dremel.
Yeah, she has no way to fix her own beak. That's not going to happen. Her beak was so bad when I got her that she couldn't even close her beak. There was a huge gap on both sides. And then the overgrowth on top was it's still bad, and I can't slice it off because there are striations in the beak that you can tell you can't cut it any deeper. You know, my skill in doing beaks comes from working stones, making jewelry. Okay, from grinding stones, doing things like obsidian without cracking it. And I can tell I can only go so far on her beak, and I can't go any farther. And she'd have to be under anesthesia, which is hard to do. You got to put a gas mask on them, right? Gas them out, and then take it off quickly, and then slice a section of the beak off. And if it bleeds, you've got to deal with all that, and then put the gas back on. That's all got to happen. So she's eventually going to have to go in for that work. And I know that Dr. Young can do that, so he's comfortable with that. She may lose some feeling in her beak because those little striations, what I read is they get the feeling comes from these little fibers that reach down into the nerves. So it's kind of like I think it would be like having a little piece of plastic or something attached to your skin, so when you touch the plastic, you can feel it on your skin. Is kind of how it works. So if you cut them down too far, it's extremely painful to do it. You can do it because there shouldn't be a blood supply if I knock off like 1/4 of an inch. But she's going to be freaking out because it's going to hurt. The vibrations are going to hurt her.
Yeah, you don't want to frighten her away from letting you do her beak again because she needs it done. So you have to be very careful.
The lower section isn't a problem. I can do that all day long. She doesn't mind. But when I start working on the upper, she starts freaking. And I'll see if I can take some of that off today too. But it really needs to be about, come here, give me the beak. Give it to me. No. It needs to be about that much shorter. Right there. That lower section, I can't believe that happened in just a week. And this is what she had before. She couldn't close her beak properly. And as you can see, when she tries to close her beak, it forces the lower section back. That's wrong. So I'll get that done probably right after I get out of here. Once I take them in, take the boys in, which I'm going to get the boys out now, and you guys can watch that. Let's see.
Oh, Erin's
All
just
right.
arrived. Hi, Erin. I'm afraid
Hi, Erin.
we're winding things up, but Don's just about to bring the boys out, so you'll get to see that.
Lorelai, come here. If I can find a spot to prop up that phone, that's the problem I had last time. I actually found one of my small tripods that I could sit this on, but like an idiot, I didn't think about bringing it out. Hold on, Lorelai. I'm gonna put this in my pouch. A second, switch hands. Get over there on the hand you bit, you little toad. Yeah, bit behind you did. Now, why would you do a thing like that? Just because of Romeo? Yeah, Romeo, that was it. Okay. Okay, switch hands again. There you go. See if I can prop it up against this. Oh, that'll work. It's a Lorelei. A Laurel fly. Oh, Laura. You know I love that Lorelei, even if she bites me. Yeah, gotta love a Lorelei.
Well, Amy and I can try and do the narration while Don's bringing the boys out. So what's happening right now? I can see somebody is starting to strut up and down on a rope. And somebody is starting to climb round the aviary.
Oh no, the Moluccans start to move. Oh, that's Sugar who's right now climbing up another perch. Shuggy?
Someone is flapping.
Well, that might be Jasmine because Sugar is on a perch. And I think Amanda's in the background. Well, thank you so much, Erin.
Thank you, Erin.
Something for the move pot. Thank you so much.
Oh, it looked like Sugar fell off her perch for a second, but she's got back on now.
That's the Sugar.
Is that Cosy on the rope near the door?
Might be. I thought it's Lucy because I thought I saw a bikini belly. And I think Amanda's circling, spinning around. Spin, spin, Amanda, spin.
He's been doing his spinning
that one,
a lot
that can be
recently.
Cosy. That in the front next on that perch, yeah. That looks like Cosy. Spin, spin, spin. A happy Amanda spin. And I think Romeo realized no one is coming over to him, even when Don is out. So he chilled finally at his perch on that upper corner.
I think he likes it when everyone leaves because then he feels he has the aviary all to himself, and it's basically just.
I wonder now, has the video stopped, or are they really that quiet?
Let me have a look. I think it might have stopped. Uh-oh.
Oh no. You probably have, yeah, it has stopped. When I minimize the screen, then there's no picture, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll have to squawk at Don when he comes back.
Mm-hmm. Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, 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 beep. Ah.
Ah. No, it hasn't also the focus size done, so his camera is not bringing anything, so.
Maybe his
Oh,
phone's
no.
ringing.
That's yeah, probably.
Because it won't show the video if someone's phoning him. I think.
But I just think he is the only one who can shut the YouTube down. So, oh yeah, I think he was just there because he muted and unmuted himself. Oh, there
we
he
are.
is.
He's back.
Yeah, the birds are back and everyone's still alive. I'm glad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the brief intermission.
Yeah. Tech Pip came to the rescue.
Good old Pip.
Hmm.
So I think that was Cos leaving the Aviary, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't she do a headbands?
She did, yeah. Bye, Cos.
And there we have some flapping going on. And I think Sugar's just sitting on her favorite spot in the aviary in the middle and chilling. While Jasmine back there. No, now she goes up to the other Moluccans, of course.
Oh, now there's angry wing flaps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if angry necessarily, but agitated wing flaps.
Someone was flying. Who was that? Actually, the only Moluccan who can fly is Jazzy, or was it Mander?
It's more like fly in inverted commas, I think, because
Yeah,
she's not really got the whole ascending thing.
Yeah,
right yet.
It was more like a big hop, a big jump.
But she's trying. Oh, I think that's Mando running away. His aunties are being mean to him.
The fun thing with Manda is sometimes I think he even himself doesn't know if he's running away or attacking. Such a hard time being a Mander. Oh, let's see who's coming. That's the Pipper. The beautiful Pipper.
Pip, pip, pip.
And Lisa is waiting for the Cecil boy, known as Mr. Bucket Boy. Yeah, that's the Pippa.
Yeah, there she is. Pip, pip, pip.
Mm-hmm. Is Pip the first one who came out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it's usually Pip, then Snowball, then Cecil, then Bob, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, things are looking pretty quiet in the Aviary right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering myself. Therefore, I always have to check twice if the movie has stopped again. But no, they are still moving a bit.
Oh, there's Don.
There.
I think this must be Snowball coming now.
Let's see if that's our Snowball. Yeah. Oh, Lisa has to get ready for work, but she waits till Mr. Cecil comes. Oh, sorry, guys. That was a big yawn.
Yeah, it's getting late over in your neck of the woods.
There's the Pip looking at. And Pip, have you seen the iPhone? Unsupervised iPhone on my Pip.
It's a holy artifact of blessed Saint Steve.
Hmm.
Oh no, more flapping. And is that salamander running around again?
I'm not sure. I thought he was spinning, but then he's still again. Then.
I don't know about that boy. No, here comes Cecil, I think.
Oh, thank you, Michelle, for being with us today. Always nice to chat with you guys.
Yeah, it's great to have everyone come along. Or is that Bob? No, that's Babaloo.
That's the Babaloo.
Ah.
Yeah, I think the boys always have the competition who needs to get in last because he's the,
He's
the
the
bad
naughtiest.
boy. At the moment, I think Cecil is the king of chaos.
I think Don's picking up some poopy paper from the floor.
Yeah. So there is Pippa strutting again, and yeah, now Manda is spinning again. Spin, Manda, spin. I love
Bob
Annie
is
doing it.
Bob is
It's just
guarding the
funny.
chair. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob is Mr. Room Monitor. And Pippa is still claiming that there is a unsupervised iPhone.
Got to let Don know that it's there. She won't let him forget.
That's not okay. Someone needs to take care of that iPhone. She would do it herself if needed. Oh yeah, Amanda has the super spin. I really wonder what he's thinking when he does it.
I'm going stir crazy in here.
Oh, Amanda is such a funny character.
He's really like a little kid. He wants Lorelei and Cecil to be his mum and dad.
And all the Moluccan ladies to be his aunties.
Oh, here comes Cecil.
Lisa. There's Cecil.
Here he comes. And the bucket.
And the bucket. Oh, let's see. Cecil, look at your bucket. Bucket. Oh, he loves it. Such a proud bucket boy. And now I cannot hear a word from Don. Don, you are not muted, but the sound is off.
I expect he's just saying thank you everyone for coming to the live stream,